there's a narrative being pushed by some of the people who put a complaint against myself, and also people who, stand up in Stormont and thank the IDF and, say whatever about what I tweeted or what I protest about, but, have no qualms and actually support what Israel has done, which is killed at least 100,000 people, although most reports say that it's quite hard. And so I don't think it's about necessarily my tweet, even though people kind of talk about that. I think it's more about the issue and what's happening and what's been allowed to happen and what the British government is doing. Like I was at a protest outside Erskine House yesterday, where you have a situation where 8 British citizens have been on hunger strike for 45 days. They've been denied a proper trial, denied access to all sorts of basic items as people normally are when they're in jail or they go through a court process. And there's been very little about that in the mainstream media. But then, a tweet from myself or other people, or people wearing certain t-shirts, are policed and are locked up, and I think it's completely disproportionate.
Do you understand how people have taken that tweet in the way that they have, very negatively?
Some people do understand it, and some people it's been an attempt just to completely try and besmirch my politics, the politics of the Solidarity movement. Other people may have misunderstood it or viewed it in a different way, but there's definitely been a bit of a coordinated attack, mainly from the Unionist parties in Stormont, for the most part, to try and sort of misrepresent people who are for Palestine as anti-Semitic. I mean, I'm receiving all sorts of slurs in the Stormont chamber about being anti-Semitic, and it's just completely disgusting. And I think really these people need to be challenged and called out, not only for an attempt to slur a movement that is global, as you'll know, David and Tim. It's international. It has quite a lot of Jewish members of the Jewish community in it. But also we've got some of these people who go on about sort of our replacement theory type conspiracy theories that, sort of white Christian society is changing, which has its origins in sort of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories about, a small group of Jewish people around the world. And quite often those right-wing parties lean into that and promote versions of those theories. So I think a lot of it is being used to try and undermine and justify what Israel has done.